Hello there, everyone. And I have the pleasure of introducing you to one of our founding members for the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community. And her name is Dr. Dora Vilk Shapiro. Dora, welcome. I'm so grateful that you're here with us today.
Thank you for having me on, Eileen. It's a pleasure.
Truly my joy, truly my joy. And Dora, if you would you share a little bit about who you are? Because I know that everyone listening is just going to love you as much as I do, but a little bit about who you are and where you're currently living, please.
Okay, so I call myself the mutt. I was born in Cuba and came here as a refugee. I'm a retired dentist and a retired teacher. I taught hygiene and dentistry. I, in retirement, wrote some very steamy novels, romance novels, under the name Dora Vilk. And my latest claim to fame is I'm a new grandma. And I'm this year writing a children's book with my daughter-in-law about my great-granddog. And I live in Lauderdale by the sea. But as you can tell from my accent, I moved here from New Jersey before I came to Florida.
I didn't remember that about you. I'm from New Jersey as well. You're right.
There you go. People are like
Mid-Atlantic, New Jersey, New York.
Yes, it just stays with you. It just, you can't, it's like you could drink all the orange juice in the world. You're just going to speak like a bagel.
You're funny. You are funny. Okay, so Dora, as a founding member of the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community, can you share what it was that was your pivotal decision to join us? What made you decide?
Well, I started following you, Eileen. I don't even recall when I met you. I think I heard you speak at some women's group or I don't know how. I just started following you. I would watch your radio show, your new moon clearings, and then you started the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono group, and I joined that on Facebook because especially during COVID, there was like nothing to do. Me being fairly recently retired, I was so used to doing, and I didn't know what to do with myself. So getting into groups and stuff was like, let me check this out. I really loved your energy and I loved the group. And I had learned a little bit about Ho'oponopono before, but I honestly didn't know that much about it. And I don't know what came first, like the chicken or the egg. I don't know what came first. Eileen, your class, or I joined and then I took your class. I don't know. But I know that somewhere along the line, I took the class that you gave about really what Ho'oponopono is, because all I knew was Ho'oponopono and the 4 statements, but I didn't know like all about the self-identity through Ho'oponopono and Dr. Hugh Len and all of your teachings. And when I don't know what it was, when you said, I'm making a founding group, I just felt it in my heart. I'm like, I don't know what this is going to cost, but I was a founding member of the Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry in Florida, and I'm going to be a charter member of Ho'oponopono, and that was it. And then we spoke. I don't even know the order, but I am so glad. It is one of the best decisions that I have made. I mean, for 2022 coming to an end, like that is definitely up there with one of my things that I decided to do that ended up like really being transformational for me.
Oh, I like that word. I like that word, transformational. That's such a significant word, So many people like you have heard about Ho'oponopono, or they're familiar with the 4 phrases of I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, or they started a Ho'oponopono practice and then stopped, and then it resurfaced again somehow, kind of like it did for you. And so how would you describe how your Ho'oponopono practice has changed from before you were a member of the community and once you decided to join.
Oh, wow. I would say before it was just something I did sometimes when I remembered. But now it's something, number one, just even the statement, what we learn about whether you engage or not engage, that's changed my life entirely. With all my relationships, I mean, my husband, my friends, even with myself, like realizing, hey, I don't need to do this. I can. It reminds me that I even have choice, because we get so caught up in our life that we forget that, hey, wait, well, there's options, like to look at that. And like, and the other thing that's really changed for me was in the beginning, and when I first joined the Ho'oponopono group, your group, in the beginning, I would always use it like when I had a problem. But now I actually find, you know, I read the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. I don't know that I pronounce her name right. She's the one that, it's like a follow-up to the book, The Secret, all about law of attraction and stuff like that. And even that, to me, went along with my Ho'oponopono, because that whole book is about gratitude and saying thank you. And because thank you is a part of the Ho'oponopono, I find myself now always saying thank you 3 times. So I'm incorporating my gratitude, but also my Ho'oponopono. And because of, between reading that and being in your group, and I try to get on the weekly sessions. I mean, when I was on the cruise ship, I just came back from a cruise and we had Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi was not that great. And I was so like, oh, I was planning on skipping the show and getting on the sessions. And I'm like, oh, I can't get on these sessions. There's no way. I mean, I can check Telegram or Facebook a little bit, but it's not going to let me go on there. And it was just so wonderful to just, the sessions just remind me that you don't just have to say it when you have a problem. Yes, it's great for problems. And it's great when you want to engage or you choose not to engage and to do that instead, the Ho'oponopono. But to me, using it with the gratitude has even, it's like taking me even another layer. And I find that my life is flowing smoother. Is it because I'm in a better mindset? Is it because I'm cleaning? Is it because I'm doing it for others in the group and we do it for each other? So other people are sending me good energy. I don't know. I don't care. I have the faith. Not that I don't care. I mean, I don't care how it works. Not that I don't care. I have faith that this really works, and it's just being, it's like I said, transformative. It's like a blessing that you give to others, that you give to yourself. You know, I used to be so angry. My husband would say, why are you such an angry, you're so kind and yet you're such an angry person inside. And I realized that this Ho'oponopono has helped me heal. You know, it's helped me recognize some of where that anger was coming from. But even when I don't know, I can let it go. I can for once in my life, like breathe those breaths you taught me, that I know you laugh because they're ha breaths, and I was calling them aha breaths. But for me, they are an aha. They are my aha. And you know, I suffer from anxiety, and that was one of the reasons that I had to end my career earlier than I really wanted to. But this is one of my tools in my toolbox that helps me, because when I'm feeling like that panicky attack coming on, I start doing my ha breath, and I start like saying the Ho'oponopono, and I find myself like just, you know, it may not cure it totally, but I'm in a better mindset. and who can't use that? Our world
Right.
is so crazy now. And even when we say our clearing statements for our planet, for our world, for our government, it doesn't matter if we differ on issues or religion or whatever it is. I mean, I'm a Cuban Jew. How muddy can you get,
Right.
That went to St. Andrew's School for 4 years. I mean, I'm as muddy as you get, but it doesn't matter because you see how we're all connected, and Ho'oponopono gives you a sense of like peace and joy it just, instead of giving someone the finger, you can give them the H. That's what I say.
I like that. That's a very funny way of looking at it, but so true. Because when you're giving them the H, which is either the Ho'oponopono or the aha breath,
I can say,
you're basically initiating the cleaning of whatever the problem is from you, and not needing to engage with the problem at all.
And then you're not bringing that anger into yourself.
Right.
You can say,
Right.
"Ain't you, buddy? Love you. Thank you."
You're funny. You're funny. I love you have always, and I think maybe it's the creative writer in you, Dora. You always have a wonderful perspective that's very different from other people, and it's very much in alignment with all that I love about Ho'oponopono. It's just you have such a unique way of expressing it, which is such a treat. Such a treat, and you talked about trying to remember what it was that I wanted to respond to. And it went out of my head. So that's okay. Never mind. It's not important. Okay. So you've shared a lot about the benefits that you've received from your Ho'oponopono practice. Now, if you would share a little bit about the benefits of being part of the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community. And how that's impacted your Ho'oponopono
our
practice.
community, we meet, I don't know how much people know, but we meet weekly for sessions in the evening. And we always do like a meditation. We do 2 prayers, not open prayers. It could be for any religion. When I say that, it's about Ho'oponopono, and we do a meditation to ground ourselves, and then everybody can just share. And some people will share something they're needing help with. Some people will share a celebration. We keep each other in the loop, like when something went well or we notice Ho'oponopono working for us. We ask for help. We update. We all have our own little clearing statements that we've come up with, and Eileen will help. Like if you're not sure what you want, you can have a session with Eileen, and she'll help you like come up with the right words to help you say what it is you want to say, and you can update those at any time. And it's just we've grown into a community that we also have a Telegram group that you can like send messages to each other, ask for help, send hearts, send Ho'oponopono cleanings. And it's nice because you always stay in touch. And when you're having a hard time, there's people that are sending good energy your way. Like that's how I say it. I go, I'm feeling so much better. All my relationships are better. My family, I feel so blessed. And it's like, is it the way I'm interacting? Is it how I interact with myself, how I interact with them? Is it the energy that others in the group? We're constantly sending each other energy, and we do believe that we're connected, and we're a very diverse group. We have men, we have women, we have young people, we have old people. We come in all colors and shades and nationalities. So I don't want anybody, looking at us like right now we got 2 Jewish women here, but you know what? It's like we have everything, and we're just one. And it's interesting when we a new member will come and will find that we're connected through them. Like a new member, I'm thinking of Vanria. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I always get her name confused. And it turned out she's the sister, I think, of somebody also that I'm very into and following on Facebook, because I like the things she says. And it's so interesting how people of like-mindedness come together, and it's a group that you just feel it's so warm and welcoming.
Thank you, Dora.
Yeah,
I love that with that diversity, that I think that the diversity just enriches everyone. I find it enriches me for sure. And we're small and growing, right? We will be coming up on a year. We opened up our founding membership launch in March of 2022. So we're now, what, 10 months?
Wow.
Later,
it doesn't even feel, it goes so fast.
It really does. It really does. But in spite of how quickly the time feels like it has flown, what I've really enjoyed watching is how everyone has been growing.
Yes.
And I agree with you that and I think that's probably why Spirit guided me to call everyone heart healers, right? Is because everyone's heart is so generous and so kind and very welcoming. So no matter who joins, and it doesn't matter what degree of experience people have, because we've got people that are brand new and people that have been doing Ho'oponopono practice longer than I have, that are still choosing to be a part of this community. So there's a great amount of resource in understanding and perspective on creating or developing a Ho'oponopono practice and benefiting from it. And that's some of the things that I really love about it. Right? Never a dull moment, never a dull moment. So you've shared a lot. You've shared a bit about your benefits that you've experienced, how you came into it, what you love about the group. So if someone is watching this video, Dora, and they're in that decision-making process about whether they want to join the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community, what would you like to say to them about this decision-making process?
Wow. I would say, go within your heart and feel where you are and feel where you think you want to be. Know that this is a major tool that you can have in your toolbox that can really help you get what you want. I didn't even know. I mean, I joined kind of wanting one thing, right? I joined why? Because it felt good and I wanted more of it. And then I had no clue like how my world was going to expand with this. And, people that are out there and maybe they're hurting or they're just not in a good place or they are in a good place, but they just feel like life could be more. And just know that it's just, what have you got to lose? Try it and see for yourself. And once you try, I feel like it's kind of like, once you try it, it's like, I think of like my little granddaughter, and she's just a baby. She tried hummus. Oh my God, does this baby love hummus? And she's like, hummus, 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 licking all her fingers, like, and I'm like, that's how I feel. You're gonna feel like a little baby that tries something that they absolutely love for the first time and is gonna be like finger licking good. Like it just feels so good. It feels so good. Like we live in a world that doesn't always feel good. Like, why not do something that can feel good? We all need this.
I hear you.
And we need them. Whoever's out there, we need them too, right? Because we want your energy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's one of the things that E. Haleakala Hulen, who is my teacher, I really appreciate it. The whole concept. Many of the people that are sharing are talking about that feeling of oneness, that feeling of connectedness that the group offers. But the truth is that energetically, we are all connected. And when we're doing Ho'oponopono, we are initiating the cleaning of whatever the source of the problem is within ourselves. So it's a self-contained toolbox, of cleaning tools to be able to work on what is our issues, our joys, open up a pathway to wherever we want to go. So to release whatever is limiting potentially getting from point A to point B, right? But the beauty of it is that we are, I'm trying to think of the words that I want to use. We have this amazing connection that supports not just ourselves, but as we're supporting ourselves, we're supporting everyone in the community.
Yeah, it's an energy.
And we are supporting our ancestors as well as all of humanity and Mother Earth.
And I do see that. I do see that. The energy and the like we talk about that when we heal ourselves, we not only heal us, we heal our ancestors and we heal our legacy that's coming next. And like everybody's always telling, I love Facebook and I love to post pictures. I love pictures. Just send me pictures of babies and puppies and kittens and animals. And I'm and everybody's like, oh, your granddaughter, she's so smiley, she's such a happy baby. I really think it's all the home. I mean, when I have her, I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. She's healed me. I heal myself through her in doing Ho'oponopono for her. And I can feel that healing because I feel like when you tell stories of your mom, and I had issues with my mom, and we've been healing ourselves too. And it's just incredible. And if people are out there, like we have some people like Marilyn in our group who's been doing this for, I don't know, 20 years, or I forget how much she said. And someone like me that's a newbie. And what I like about our group is you don't feel silly, you don't feel dumb. There's no stupid questions. Like we do our little prayers, like I said, and I said, what does this mean? I mean, I asked a question and everybody's like, oh, that's not a silly question. This means this. And now it's interesting that every prayer, whether it's in your religion or not in your religion, any prayer means more to me now because I find myself paying more attention to the actual words and sentiments and how it relates to me. So it's like everything about Ho'oponopono, you talk about the connection, it will become a part of your life in so many ways that sometimes you don't even realize that you're even doing it. You're just doing it.
My experience has been so similar, so I can so relate to what you're saying. And I hope that our viewers are also able to relate to this. And if you're not, join us, because then it will make much more sense. So Dora, I can't thank you enough for sharing your heart with us today and your experiences. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I love you. I love your group. I love your community. I mean, there's no words. It's just a feeling that it's just all worth it. It's an investment in yourself and your family and your legacy and everything.
Thank you, Dora. I love you back. Blessings.
Thank you.